Hello friends, I have a product review video for you today of the ELEHEAR Beyond over-the-counter hearing aids. They come with a nice rechargeable case that carries them safely and securely and keeps them charged up for you, and the charge lasts an average of 20 hours, which I have confirmed. The included case can recharge your devices up to 4 times on one charge, and if you're in a hurry, you can quick charge for 15 minutes and get 6 hours of talk time. There's a 12-month warranty and an online hearing test you can take to evaluate your current hearing situation. When you open the app, you can click on these little left and right battery indicators, and that will tell you the state of charge in each of the earpieces. Volume can be set individually, left or right, or both at once at the same volume. Tuning tone works the same way. You can set either left, right, or both the same. The sound quality is identified as brighter or deeper, which would be the same as referring to it as treble or bass. These parameters are important to adjust so that they match your particular points of hearing loss. If you suffer from tinnitus, there's a nice variety of background sounds you can turn on to help ease your problem. The app features a decibel meter, fully adjustable tone and volume, and access to a professional audiology support. And one of the really cool things, especially if you travel a lot, is a real-time translator with multiple languages. You speak into it, and it shows up on a screen in whatever language you want what was actually said, so that whoever you're talking to can actually see it and read it. And when they speak back to you in their language, you'll actually hear the translation in your headset. The results are really amazing, actually. These are AI-controlled noise reduction, tinnitus masking. Insert the ear cup into the ear canal until it blocks your background noise, and then flip the receiver up over the top of your ear. Voice enhancement, and they even do language translation, which is like blows my mind. They're so high tech, and the price point under $400. I don't know how you could beat this deal. And I have to say, I've been wearing these now for about 4 days, and I'm very impressed. I've been hard of hearing my entire life. I've had to sit up front in the classroom when I was little. The hearing's just got worse through the years. My hearing is 80 to 90% across some frequency ranges. Very hard to distinguish conversations when in a group of people. I've wanted hearing aids in the past, but I didn't want to spend $3,000 or more for the corporate branded hearing aids that you get from a regular hearing aid dealer. When these over-the-counter hearing aids came out several years ago, I thought about buying a pair, but I thought, well, it might be a waste of money. Who knows if they're any good? They still can be several $100s. So I put it off. Out of the blue, about 2 weeks ago, ELEHEAR reached out to me because of my YouTube channel and offered me a chance to have a trial pair of these to review and come and talk to you about and tell you what I think. Well, the truth is, I think very highly of these. Look at this. You can't see them. They're very well hidden unless you get right up in here and look. There's a little rocker switch on top that runs the volume up and down and shuts them off. They're very comfortable. There's actually no weight. Unlike the earbuds that plug into your ear, the weight of this balances right on top of your ear and you can't even feel it. Just like they're not even there. After a couple hours of wearing them, I don't even notice them anymore. I am enjoying this so much. There were so many things that I hadn't been able to hear before that I didn't even know existed. Little sounds that like electronic gadgets make, my refrigerator. I'll show you some clips here of what I'm talking about, but listen. Did you hear that chime? It chimes every time you push the button to change the function. I have never heard that before. No shopping cart squeaks so badly when you're in the grocery store. It's just amazing. It's sometimes kind of intimidating to hear all these things that you're not used to hearing. And if you don't like it, there's always the option to reach up here, hit that little down button, and turn the volume down so you don't have to hear the things you don't necessarily want to hear. But so far, it's been a remarkable piece of technology. And, I don't say this really for any products that I can remember in the past, but this is really going to be life-changing because my hearing issue has affected my social life over the years, too. With large groups of people, weddings, parties, etc. And there's people talking and background noise all around you. I can't tell what sound's coming from what direction. I couldn't. But with these, it masks out a lot of that background noise and focuses on the voice conversations right in your immediate area. I would have to say I am very happy to endorse these. And if you have hearing issues, I think you should get a pair too. And yes, I earn a little commission off sales, but I would not recommend something that I haven't personally used, tried, and approve of. That's my promise to you. These have been evaluated and given good recommendations through a lot of different organizations, including Hear Advisor, Forbes Magazine, Retirement Living, and Wired website. You know, my hearing's so good now, I kind of feel like the $6 million man. Although with today's medical bills, $6 million really isn't what it used to be, is it? But at around $400, a little less with a discount code, which I'll put down in the description of the video, you could give these a try too. Also, want you to know, if you have a health savings account, or if you're like health insurance union company or whatever gives you a yearly over-the-counter allowance for your medical supplies and equipment, you can use those funds to purchase these as well. Well, there is one downside to having this good of a hearing all of a sudden. I can't tell the wife that I didn't hear what she said anymore. I used to be able to get away with that quite a bit. Oh, did you say that? I don't remember hearing that. I guess now I'll just have to pretend I'm forgetful.
I believe it.
It's led to quite a few little amusing situations over the years. The incident with the seance.
Yes, that was big.
My wife was talking to one of her friends about going, I thought they said, to a seance.
At a church.
And they're both, you know, good Christian women who don't believe in going to seances and stuff. And I knew that, but that's why I was shocked. Why are you going to a seance? And they looked at me like I was insane. Because I remember you the story, though, from your father's funeral.
Oh.
And I was talking to Darla and her sister at her father's funeral. Someone walked up to us and said, will there be mass? And I said, well, he wasn't Catholic, but I know a priest. I could probably get one. And Donna, her sister, looked at me and says, he didn't say mass. He said maps. He wants a map to the cemetery.
That was funny.
It was. It was hilarious. And truthfully, sometimes I enjoy not hearing things because you don't hear people complain as much.
Well, yeah, but I'm not a complainer. I'm
Not
like,
you.
I'll do it myself. But the kids,
People at
4
work.
boys.
Or people at work. I was team leader at work, and always people muttering under their breath and complaining about something, you know, and it's just kind of nice not being able to hear all that. But also, you sleep better. You're not
Ah!
you're not bothered by odd noises that pop up.